Hey pretty people, welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, my name's Yvette. Yeah, basically it's February. I've got some reading to do. I've done a TBR, kind of. I think I may have shown you in the last video, but I think I might do like a separate February TBR predicted reads type of thing. You know me, I am a mega mood reader, so whether or not I'll stick to the full list, I don't know. I did buy a couple of new books yesterday, which I will show you guys later on in this video. But for now, I thought let's start off with the book that everybody's been asking me to read for ages. Everybody's like, please, can you just pick up this book? So, without further ado, the first book I'm going to be reading in February is, of course, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by B.E. Schwab. Now, if you've seen previous videos on my channel, or if you're part of like my Instagram, I talked about Bury Our Bones last year being my favourite book of the whole year. And that book, she's a chunky book, but it was amazing. And I've listened to a few other people speak about Bury Our Bones on YouTube, and it's kind of hard to describe the book. It's just like you have to read it yourselves. Even this other girl that I watched on YouTube, she was describing it and she was like, it's hard for me to tell you because it's just like day-to-day life, but it's not. I can't describe it to you. You basically have to read it. Anyway, it was my favourite book of last year, so I think you should read it if you've not. But this is the same author, of course. This one was brought out first, and from what I've heard, people reading it, they are obsessed with this book. And from what I can gather, it's kind of like, I guess, a dystopian type of book. From what I gather, every day that she wakes up, people forget who she is, so all the relationships that she has throughout her life, everybody like doesn't know who she is until one day she meets this guy who does actually remember her from day to day. Now, I did try and start this last year. It's still got sometimes I use postcards as bookmarks, but it's still got my Iceland postcard in. So I did try and start it, but I literally got like 2 pages in and then was like, oh, it's too much. But I do want to read her. She's a chunk. How many pages are we talking about? Oh, what's this? 526 pages. So I'm trying not to get stressed. The writing is pretty small, I would say, but I am going to be doing immersive reading with this book. I purchased the Audible version probably like 6 months ago. So thankfully I can, at least when I'm doing stuff as well, have it there. And I think it was on sale on Kindle for like, obviously, you know me, I buy cheap books on Kindle. And I think it was like 99p. Again, I bought it ages ago. So this is my first book, and I've got it on Kindle, I've got it on Audible, and I've got it here. Physical copy. This particular copy I purchased from Waterstones. It still currently is in Waterstones as of February 2026. I went in and had a look yesterday and found this exact book in the Liverpool branch. So yeah, it is still, you can get this copy if you want to. And I think I'll just keep you updated. Like I say, I did have a February TBR. I think Verity was on it, The Wedding People, and Honey and Spice, if I remember. Those were the other 3, and this book that I put on my February predicted TBR. I've never done one before, so that kind of stresses me out, thinking about having particular books to read, especially because I did just purchase 2 new books yesterday, like I said before, and I do really want to read them. Also, my plan I was thinking about, this is a side note, I feel like this is a FaceTime side note. I want to read more popular books because I've realised I'm kind of a basic reader, in the sense that books are popular for a reason. If the masses like them, I'm a sheep, I'm part of the masses, I will like what other people like. If the majority of people love a book, I will love a book. For like, let's include The Housemaid. I lost my shit when I read that book. I lost my shit because I thought it was like the best book. I read it in like a day, I think, and I jumped up and down. I ran around the house. The twist, I was absolutely buzzing. Now, since then, obviously, I've read other Frida books. Nothing's hit like The Housemaid. that book for me was, I would say that's my second favourite read of last year, which is really sad and really basic. But also, I like what I like. I'm a sheep. I will happily follow along and read popular books. So the 2 books that I have purchased, which I'll go into further in the video, I got them from Waterstones yesterday. I had a couple of vouchers from Christmas and my birthday. My birthday's in November and I hadn't spent them yet. So they're basically free as well. And the 2 books are part of a series, and it's currently a TV series. You've probably guessed what they are, but I'll show you in a little bit in the video. But yeah, I have purchased these books because they're popular, and they're popular for a reason. So sign me up. Instead of me buying willy-nilly books all the time, I'm just going to buy what's popular. That's my plan. But yeah, I'll stop talking now. I'm going to actually start this book. I've got a cup of tea here. I've got it in my 30 mug because I am now 30. Don't know what I'm going to do when I turn 31. I'm not going to be able to use it again. Also, it's a great size. It's like not too big, not too small. You know, one of those? It's perfect. Like, I get to the end of the drink instead of just sitting here like with half. I hate 2 big cups. Anyway, let me get into reading this. I've got a little night fireplace thing going on in the background on the big TV in this lounge. As you know, I always do that. So, yeah, I will keep you updated. Currently reading. Okay, I am just about to start chapter 10, and so far I didn't realise it was kind of to do with gods, shadows, devils, all of that aspect. So that was quite interesting. It's set in different time periods, which from Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil, we know we flicked between the past and present-ish. So we're flicking between, I think it's like 1719 and 2014, something like that. So I've just learned what deal she made to start her like fate. I'm gonna try and not spoil it in case people want to read it. Yeah, so far I am very like engrossed in this book, but I would suspect that I was going to be engrossed in it since I really liked V.E. Schwab's other book, Bury Our Bones. Yeah, I can't really say much more. It's giving another book of where you have to read it, but obviously you can explain to people like the premise of it, but there's much more depth to it than just, you know, people forgetting who she is. We have just discovered in chapter 9 the deal that she's made of why she like ends up in the fate that she ends up in. So yeah, I kind of feel like sad for her because she didn't really have like, well, she didn't feel like she had a choice, and she wouldn't have had a choice anyway. I won't say what happened, but this is why she ended up making the deal that she made, because she felt like she didn't have a choice in her life with how things were going. Sorry if that doesn't make sense. Also, I realised I kind of look like Hagrid with my hair like this. Ugh, I really need to stop. I keep brushing my hands through my hair all the time, and it makes it stick out. Also, I realise I wear this combo 24/7. This is, I class as like my dressing gown. I don't wear a dressing gown, but this at the minute for this year is like what I put over everything. So like I'll just put different jumpers on and then I'll put this over the top. Don't ask. So if you see me in this like scruffy brown cardigan thing, I just wear it literally all the time. Sorry, that was a side note. I'm gonna carry on reading this amazing book. Okay, just wanted to give you guys a quick update. I've not been in the kitchen for a while filming a video. I never do it in here anymore. It's very strange to be back. I think I might end up reading a bit more when I get into bed, but I'm on page 78. And that is on Goodreads, 14%. So I may end up finishing it there tonight, or I may not. I'm not too sure. So far, really enjoying it. I'm enjoying the flicking between eras as well. And I can't really give you an update. You're kind of just like following her life. Like once you find out what's happened and why it happened, I'm just kind of like following her very sad life. I'm waiting for the person that it says on the back. I'm waiting for her to meet him, but don't know when that will come because I've got a lot left. So yeah, this is where I'm at. Page 78. But yeah, really enjoying it so far. Very engrossed in the story. It's the next day. I'm literally sat in exactly the same spot. This is my spot. I'm Sheldon Cooper, this is my spot. Sorry if you can hear background noise. I've put the dishwasher on. But yeah, I'm back in the same spot. It is now Friday night. What time is it? It's 8:22 and I have the house to myself. So I am obviously going to read and I want to keep you guys updated. This book from yesterday, I think, what was I, like 14% of the way through? It just makes me want to read. I'm intrigued, I am enthralled, I am excited to read more of this book. So that's what I've decided to do. Also, there's nothing on the TV. Not that I'm more of a rewatcher than like watching new stuff. Obviously, I'm watching the new season of Bridgerton. I've already watched it, and I'm rewatching it again. But you know, obviously, there's only like half a season out, so I've literally got nothing to watch. I've got nothing to watch, basically. I'm not missing out on anything by reading my book. I'm also off tomorrow, as in like it's Saturday, but I've got nothing to do. Like I've got a free day. I never have free like days on the weekends. I'm always busy and I hate it. So yeah, I need to get started. I've been yapping for 5 minutes now, so yeah, it's now 1:45. Yeah, I'm gonna put on one of those cozy YouTube things again, and I'll give you an update on my book soon. Okay, I guess this is an update because I am on part 2. Well, just about to start part 2. We've met the guy on the back, Henry. We've met him. It's not a spoiler. His name's right in there. We've met Henry. So just about to start part 2. You guys know the premise of the story anyway. So she went into a bookshop. She looked at this guy, and he said, "Do you need help with anything?" And she said, "No, I'm okay." And then she looked at him, and he looks like the man that she's been seeing and drawing, but it's not. Then she obviously takes the book because nobody remembers when she can just basically like steal what she wants, because once she's out of the door, nobody remembers her or whatever she's stolen. So she goes out the door, and as she's walking, she hears somebody run up and put a hand on her shoulder and say, "Hey, you have to pay for that." And she was like, "Oh, he must have like snuck out. He must have like followed me straight away out the door." And he was like, "You need to pay for that." And she made a joke because he said the Odyssey, that's in Greek, even though she can read it anyway. But then he was like, "Well, you need to pay for it. Like, it won't fetch any money if you try and sell it." And she was like, "Well, who says I'm going to resell it?" Anyway, then she made a joke of like, I should have stolen it in English, even though she can read the book. And then he said, "Keep it, whatevs." And then she walks off. So, part 2, let's go. Let's go. I'm having a break. I didn't have tea, so I'm eating tea. What time is it now? It's 9 o'clock. So I'm having some rice, which is super late to be eating tea. It makes me feel better that it could have been a chippy and it's not, it's rice. You know what I mean? I could be scranning up on some nice stuff right now, but I've got rice instead. So I think I'm gonna have a break for like maybe half an hour. Might watch a YouTube video. One of the booktube people. Oh, we got Bookish by Tammy. She's got February TBR list. I think I will put this on. This will be like a second for you, but it is 22:11 and I finished part 2 and I'm on part 3, which is a page. I've just finished page 192. Part 2 was happening. Busy bee in that. And it's really strange because you are just following the different eras of her life from 1700 and something to 2014. But obviously you have met Henry in part 2. You're getting to grips with them talking and him knowing who she is and her being so surprised that in like 300 years like no one has remembered her, and now this guy has remembered her. I feel like it's much more than that, but it's hard to explain. It's definitely like one that you just have to read yourself. I don't know if the book will have some sort of deeper meaning. I don't know if I'll be able to pick up on that or whether that's something I'll have to like look on TikTok for. I suspect it might do, but obviously not too sure. I think I'm just going to carry on. Hopefully I should have like a long day tomorrow of reading. If not, like just tidying the house as well. I've got some bits to do. We might end up going out. I'm not too sure. I'm hoping it's raining so then I don't have to go out because I really do just want to sit and read this. But yeah, I'm going to start part 3. Speak to you in a bit. It's a new day. In terms of Addie LaRue updates, I'm just starting chapter 8. I think it's page 243. So, big chunk of it was done in the 2 days. How many days ago did I start it? I'm not too sure now. But a big chunk of it has been done. I'm pretty much like, I don't really have like a big update in terms of what I'm actually reading. The updates were mainly meeting her and Henry and they're getting to know each other a bit more, and obviously she can't believe her eyes, she can't believe what she's seeing because he's actually remembering her. That's not a spoiler as well because it's on the back of the book. But yeah, we are just kind of like going through the motions with that, and then we're also going back in time to see what she's been through. Some of the things as well, I've been like, oh, you know, like really heart-wrenching, like hard, horrible things that she's, as you can imagine, been through, especially because she's got no home. She can't put roots down, can she, because nobody remembers her. She tries to get an apartment, she tries to like rent a hotel room, they can't even remember her, they kick her out. So that's my updates in terms of Addie. Still really loving it. So I'm gonna sit down now and read some more. It's Sunday today, and me, my husband and my mum just been out today because it would have been my dad's birthday today. So we've just been to West Kirby, and obviously now I think I have like a new favourite bookshop, which is the West Kirby Bookshop. So thank you, Zach, for showing me. If you've not seen the last video, Zach took me, I'll leave it somewhere up here. Zach took me to the West Kirby Bookshop for the first time. They moved premises, I think maybe like last year, and they moved from like a smaller bookstore to a bigger one, which I haven't been to, so I had to go in. After going in the first time, I just like felt like a really nice warm feeling about the owners, but also the shop itself. I just felt like the owners of the shop were really like attentive. So I wanted to go back in today, and I was like, I hope they remember me. Like, I hope they remember my face, because obviously it was like a few weeks ago. And they did. They said hi and asked me how I was. So I was like, oh, I actually feel like they're like, oh, we have seen her before. And we were chit-chatting a bit about books. It was quite nice. So I took my mum and my husband in because they haven't been before. Obviously, I ended up purchasing a book. I can't help myself. Oi, slugs. Again, I read the back of it. I didn't look on Goodreads, but it does say like the Sunday Times bestseller. And it's another short little book. And I thought, that's like right up my street. My mum was going to buy it for me until she was like, I've seen the title, I'm not going to buy it for you. And I was like, yeah, fair enough. I saw the title and was like, first of all, drawn to it. And then went to the back, read it, and I was like, oh, actually it sounds interesting. Here's the back. So yeah, I did end up purchasing another book, and I got a little stamp on they have like a loyalty card, I guess. So I got another little stamp, which is great. I feel like the owners are just like generally really nice and will take the time to chit chat with you if you want to. So I'm gonna go sit down now. I'll probably edit in a few videos, but also I do need to read a bit more. That's my update. Hey beautiful people, it's been a few days and I do have some updates for you, but I'm going out today. It's Valentine's. We went to our favourite restaurant last night for food, and now we're meeting the family today and having a nice day. So that's why I'm like in a sparkly dress, ready to go. But I've got my jumpers and stuff on because it's gone back cold again. It's meant to be snowing. So yeah, I do have an Addie LaRue update, but I haven't read it for a few days, so I've not exactly got the biggest update, which is super frustrating. So let me just prop you up and then I can give you an update. I'm on page 377, about to start chapter 3 of part 5. Basically before this, so part 4, because I don't know when my last update was, I think it was part 3. But part 4 was all about Henry, so we really delved into his background and what happened to him, which makes so much sense now for the story. So without trying to give big updates, the whole of part 4 was like Henry's past. Obviously his past isn't as long as Addie's. We got to find out why he's able to remember Addie and why they're kind of connected now. This book is very kind of, I want to say like character driven or like character life heavy. I think I'm definitely a V.E. Schwab fan because I do pretty much like the gossip about people's lives. So I like to hear what led them to the certain situation that they're in. So yeah, like I say, I've just started part 5 and I'm on chapter 3, page 377. So hopefully I can get this. That's all I've got left now, which is like such a short amount. So hopefully this weekend I can finish it. And I think it's maybe going to be a 4 or 5 star, but I'm not too sure yet. I'm worried. I'm worried about the ending of this. Having known what they've been asked and what they've been told by the higher powers that be, I'm scared for the ending. I'm scared it's going to make me upset. I'll try and keep you updated. I hope I don't read like a really big spoiler like on the train and I can't film because I'll be peed off. Another thing I bought, which I did post on my Instagram, but I just wanted to quickly show you guys, is this beautiful journal. I was like really wanting to start a diary. I got this from Amazon. So when I started, I got a pen. I started it last night, so I've just put my name and the year, and I've got this like little window, and then I have written from yesterday, like the things I did. It's nothing like profound. I just want to sit and like write what I'm doing, and I just thought this is so cute, and it's giving whimsy, it's giving witchy, it's giving just like super like cottage core, and that's kind of what I want more of this year. That's what I'm hoping at some point, to get more clothes to look a bit more whimsy. I'm just like super obsessed with it. It's so cute, and it's like pocket size. Yeah, I just don't feel too bad about shoving that in my bag because it's already like dented and stuff. So I just wanted to show you my super cute journal that I've got. I guess I could film like another 30 diary because I only did one. If you've not seen it, I'll put a link, but I started like a girl turning 30, which was like obviously last year, and then I turned 30 and I've not filmed something since. So maybe I can do a girl on a mission to become more whimsy and more cottagey. But I'm starting to get little things pieced together, little bits that want to fit my like witchy aesthetic in. Okay, I'm right by the end of the book now, and I've just teared up reading because I've just realised what's going to happen. And like I had a sneaking suspicion throughout, but it's like been solidified what's actually going to happen, and I just like got a bit teary. So I'm going to go downstairs, put my headphones in, do a bit of immersive reading, and give you my like initial reaction after I finish the book. Okay, I've moved downstairs for this reaction. I was gonna properly like get dressed and put makeup on, but I can't. I need to finish this book. I think I'm like 20 minutes from the end, so I'll give you my initial thoughts afterwards. I'm currently just about to finish part 6, chapter 20. I'm on page 525, and this is the last chapter before part 7. which I assume is the last part. Oh no. It's really making me cry. It's really sad. I sound like a crazy person crying on the internet. Oh god. It's so sad. I've had to pause it again. But this is what I wanted from a book. I wanted a book to break me. Oh, okay. I need to try and finish it. Wow. 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 I'm done. The ending of that was sheer perfection. See, my nose is like really red because I've been crying. I'm gonna have to give myself some time on this to think about what I really want to say after I'm not upset anymore. I mean, I guess you can tell what I'm gonna rate it. Wow, what a story, wow. And the ending as well, and if you've read it before, right at the end, the final chapter was like perfect ending. Even though heartbreaking, heart-wrenching. Okay, I'm gonna need some time. I'm gonna need some time to think. Okay, I've had a couple of hours to have a think. Obviously I've rated it 5 stars. And that has solidified V.E. Schwab as one of my favourite authors. Now that I've read 2 of her books, both 5-star, both God tier. I am putting Addie LaRue in my God tier pile. A book that makes me cry, I think, will always go in the God tier pile. Whether or not it's good tears or bad tears will put an author in my favourite pile. I just have to really click with the writing, and that is one thing that V.E. Schwab probably does for a lot of people. Now, this book is, I have said previously, it's character driven, which it is, kind of like Bury Our Bones, but what I also think it's very much a slow burn the whole way through. It's not a fast-paced, quick book. It's not some action, it's not someone's dead and we need to figure out who and there's a twist, and it's not that type of book. However, I probably would recommend it to everybody. And then if they hated the book, I would say, well, okay, well, don't read anything by that author again. But I think I would be hard to find anybody that doesn't like her writing. I can guess some people were upset by the ending of it, but I thoroughly enjoyed the ending. I thought it was a great way to wrap things up. Now, is there room for there to be a second? Yes. Actually, I need to have a look at that. Hold the phone while I have a look.
I think there is big room for us to carry on with Addie's journey. I don't know if she's got plans. I thought this was a standalone book. So that's what I want to check.
Yeah, it's a standalone. It's not in a series or like even a plan series. There is room for there to be a series. The way that it was left, you could follow her journey more. However, would that then ruin the impact of this book? Probably. We don't need to. It did wrap it up in the way that it needed to. Yeah, like I keep saying, that there is room for a second one, but I do feel the way that it was left was a sweet ending for it all. I will try not to spoil, but like the whole story in general. Heart-wrenching, like really, really, really sad. And it's still sad at the ending, even when you do finish the book. Don't get me wrong, it doesn't somehow change. But there's just this one little glimmer of sweetness at the end that I did really enjoy. Yeah, like I've said, obviously a 5-star. Will be in the runnings for my favourite book of this year, of course. Actually, I think this is my first 5-star of this year. Yay! Definitely God tier worthy. I can't remember what else is in there. I don't know if I've like got Fourth Wing there. I don't know if just the first book, Fourth Wing. And I don't know if The Housemaid is there as well. Short, sweet, easy. I jumped up and down reading that book. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much for joining me today. This was a long video. I hope you have enjoyed this reading vlog. I hope it encourages you to read The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, because what a god tier book. Yeah, I guess I'll catch you in the next one, and let me know down below if you like this sort of reading vlog, and maybe we'll try and do more. Thank you for joining me. Hope you've enjoyed today's video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Love you lots. Goodbye.